Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to today's Awaken Stretch. I believe today is, if yesterday was Cinco de Mayo, today's the 6th of May. So good morning, Big Joe. I got Zeus here. You can see his shoulder hanging out with me. And I'm inside today because it is a rainy day. We woke up to some rain this morning. So in lieu of me trying to one, stay dry and two, not get muddy by the dogs, I have come inside. I know that some of you are not on May 6th yet, depending on where you are in the world, and that's okay too. So enjoy the rest of your Cinco de Mayo. This morning, I think I'm going to do a little bit more meditation than movement or breath work, if you will. And what that means is that as long as Zeus will allow me, here I'll bring him into the scene a little bit. There he is, Mr. Zeus. I'll do a little preparation through the body to sit, but I don't imagine sitting for too long. And yeah, so yes, So my good friend Big Joe from Anguilla is chatting with me right now, and I know it's late there. It's 9:30 p.m. So enjoy your sleep. Sleep well. I hope you have a good morning when it comes. Yeah, so I'm gonna get myself set up, and if you'd like to join me, you are more than welcome to join me on this. Of course, that is the purpose of these Waken stretches, so that we can show up together. And, all right, yeah, so get my mat out. Nope, Zeus looks too interested in my mat. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna take out my meditation pillow. I'm gonna put it down. If you don't have a meditation pillow, you can always use a towel. Okay, Zeus, all right. It's playtime again. Actually gonna move a little bit closer. Okay. Oh, Zeus. And I do have some gentle music this morning as well, as long as he will settle down, to help the breathing and the meditation go a little bit better. Maybe it'll calm Zeus down. He was just so still. Anyway. So this music is from Moby, and he created a long ambient album that's free for people who want to meditate, to use on any platform. So it's called Long Ambient Calm Sleep. Excuse me. So hopefully it'll lull this fuzzy beast, loving beast of course, to sleep. So I'm gonna push play. Let's see where our volume is at. You will also hear sounds of nature outside. Any chirping you hear, there are birds out there, but you will also hear a consistent chirp, which is a little animal that looks like a mixture between a North American chipmunk and a North American squirrel. So it's got the body of a chipmunk and a tail of a squirrel, but it chirps like a bird. It's weird. Anyway. So just start rolling through the shoulders a little bit. And this is perfectly fine to do if you're about to go to sleep as well. Moving the body to prepare for sleep is just as valid and helpful. And feel free to go in either direction, any speed that you like. If you want to go one shoulder at a time, you can do that too. Now take the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, give a nice long stretch and a little side bend from right to left. Let the arms open up behind you, fingertips onto the ground. Roll the shoulders back, inhale, lift the chest through. Imagine your heart is shooting forward and upward. Breathe into the upper chest, the upper ribs. Allow that to be a nice expansion. and gently come back to neutral. You can roll and shake out the shoulders a little bit here too. And take a little deltoid stretch. One arm going across the chest, palm facing back. And switch to the other side. Nice calm breath as you're moving through these stretches. And I know I'm a little bit close to the phone right now, but arms out to the side. And I bring one hand down to the ground. Just take a nice side bend here so that the waist gets a little opening. And then gently bring it back up. And then lean over to the opposite side. Inhaling as you come up the vertical, exhaling as you go over to the other side. Just gently flowing from one side to the other. If you don't want to use the arms, you don't have to. You can always leave them down by your sides. Good. And once you've done both sides equally, come back up to center, give a gentle twist. And back through center, twisting to the opposite side. And back through center. And gently fold forward over the legs. I'm probably going to disappear here a little bit. This allows for a nice stretch through the lower back, through the spine. And make sure your head is supported here so you're not dropping the chin to the chest, but instead you have length through the neck. Gently rolling up through the spine. And we'll do one thing for the hips, and it's okay if you're sitting on your cushion or pillow or towel. Bring your hands behind you, legs come to a nice parallel position, and just gently windshield wiper from side to side. So, just a fair warning, Zeus is in the room with me. If something triggers him and he starts to bark, you may hear that. But now that the body's moved a little bit, we're a little bit more open, let's resettle into a comfortable seated position. And that can be any position that you want to be in. And I'll move this so that you can see Mr. Zeus as well. See if he calms down. Start to settle in. If you'd like to sit up against a wall, if that's better for you, then go ahead and sit against a wall. Come here, Susie. Here, buddy. Wow. There we go. Let your eyes start to close. Hands can rest either on your legs, in your lap, or anywhere that feels comfortable for your body. Just to start to check in with your breath. Allow your breath to come in and out through the nose, gently. No need to change its rhythm or fix it to the music. There's no need for that. Just gently breathe. Start to settle into the rhythm of your breath. If you find that you need to take a deep breath or yawn, allow yourself to do so. Your body knows what it needs when it comes to the breath. And I think this morning my intuition just popped in and suggested a chakra meditation. So I won't go into too much detail, I won't talk too much so that if you are joining me, you can breathe as well and just be where you need to be. But starting with the root chakra, and I'm a person that's very connected to color vibrations, and not that I exercise this outwardly, but color does influence whether we realize it or not. So the root chakra is red. It's the base. And the root chakra lies down the base of the spine. So imagine the warmest color red in your imagination, your favorite shade of red. And imagine it around the base of your pelvis and your spine. Feel the warmth of the color. And breathe into it. The root chakra is our base, it's our cement floor, it's the basement. And when that is secure, then the rest of the chakras can stack on top of it. And now let your mind's eye slide up to the orange chakra. And this is the sacral chakra, so it's just slightly above the root, right below the navel, the lower back, the hips. Allow your mind's eye to picture your favorite shade of orange and feel it giving you a nice hug. Imagine it swirling around your lower belly, lower spine. And as we move through these chakras, know that they're here for support. They help to balance out our energies, our minds, and our bodies. And let your mind's eye slide up to the yellow chakra. And this one is your solar plexus. So it's right between the ribs, right where they connect by the xiphoid process, just below that. And it encircles all the way around. And it includes a lot of organs, so most of our organs are in this yellow band. Allow your mind's eye to picture your favorite shade of yellow and feeling it circle around, swirl around. Imagine the warmth of that color yellow. Feel it. Feel it support you. And breathe into it. Now gently shifting up one more chakra to the heart chakra, which of course resides near the heart area, includes the chest, the upper back, the shoulders, and the arms. Actually, it goes all the way down to the fingers. And this chakra is green. So imagine your favorite shade of green and feel it or imagine it swirling around through your heart center, your upper back, the shoulders, down through the arms to the fingers. And don't forget about your back space between the shoulder blades. Sliding up to the next chakra, which is the throat chakra. The color is blue, and it resides exactly where its description lies, in the throat. And this has to do with communication, expressing yourself, and being heard, feeling like you're being heard. Oh, imagine your favorite shade of blue. Imagine it swirling around through the throat and the back of the neck as well. Remember that chakras are not linear, they're circular, like a big orb. Keep breathing in through the throat. Now shifting up, excuse me, to the next chakra, which is your third eye, right above the eyebrows, but in between, so the center of your forehead. Now this chakra is a very important one. It's our intuition. And intuition, of course, is my main thing when I'm doing my yoga. But it's where our wisdom lies. Allow yourself, let's see, the color here is indigo. Nice rich indigo color that, imagine it like a nice headband swirling around your head, circling around. Breathe into it. And then gently now shifting up to the crown chakra, which resides above the head. If you've ever seen any Asian sculptures of Buddha, he always has a little teardrop on the top of his head, and that's the crown chakra. And some people say that the color of this is white, some say it's purple. I like to imagine a nice white light. And because it's above, I like to imagine it shining and expanding all around myself and above me and surrounding me. white light gives a nice sense of safety, of openness, of confidence. And the fact that we are spiritual beings. Imagine that white light expanding with each breath. As you breathe. Gently let your awareness come back to your breath. And if you have space where you are, gently bring yourself into a Shavasana. Laying flat, bundling up if you're cold. And let the meditation go, let it resonate through you. And rest. We'll stay here for about 2 minutes. Gently start to deepen your breath if you're ready to come out of your Shavasana. If you're not ready yet, feel free to stay there for longer. Start to move the fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. Give a nice stretch through the body, arms up overhead, legs extended long. And then hug the knees in towards your chest. And give a gentle rock from side to side. Go ahead and roll onto your right side into fetal position, using your bottom arm as a pillow for your head. Gently come up to a seated position. Either one hand on your heart, one on your belly, or press the palms together at your heart in prayer. And take a moment for gratitude here, something you're thankful for this morning. Among other things, I'm thankful for a puppy that decided to sleep instead of go nutsy cuckoo on me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste, my friends. So I hope that you enjoyed this meditation. If you like these videos, please like them if you're on Facebook and YouTube. And if you know somebody that might enjoy this or might help, please feel free to share the video with them. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this off-the-cuff meditation of the chakras. Tomorrow is another day. Oh, I think tomorrow's a full moon actually, so that should be fun. I like full moon days. They have a special energy about them. Anyhow, I think that's all I got to say for today. So, have a beautiful day wherever you are, or a beautiful afternoon, or a beautiful night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.